Hello everyone, and welcome back to this week of our Minecraft series where we're trying to get back into the swing of things after last week's conundrum. How you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well. So yeah, like I said, we're trying to get back into the swing of things now that everything's been taken care of to an extent. We have our armor, we have our tools back, as well as an elytra to carry us around. So now we're gonna go ahead and get started on things that I actually would like to do instead of things that I need to do. And here's the list for that this week. So first off, we have two advancements on our list. That is what 1 and 2 are. You may not have gotten them from just the title. That might have been like really stupid phrases I decided just to write down, but nonetheless. The first advancement on this list is to get every type of frog onto a lead. It doesn't have to be all at the same time, so that's something we don't have to worry about. Little Sniffs is to feed a torchflower seed to a little sniffer, which we have another sniffer egg, so that shouldn't be too bad. Then later this week, I'm thinking about going ahead and trying to get 2 more elytras again, due to the fact that I want to get back to the total number of elytras we had before the warden incident. And then on this list, we still have the wither skeleton farm. I wanted to do this 2 weeks ago, but again, after the incident, I didn't really have the materials or time to go ahead and do so. And then as you can see on here, I have Ancient City again because I'm a glutton for punishment, but also due to the fact that I want to get the last armor trim for the advancement. And after we get that armor trim, I think I'm just never going to go back to an Ancient City ever again. We'll see about that though. And then as you may see on here, I have a pumpkin and melon farm possibly in the future for this week, but that is dependent on time as well as if I deem it important enough to actually put it in this week. We do already have the materials for it in here, but it's not necessarily a priority on this week. And if it was a priority, I would have had it higher up on the list. So yeah, that's the plan for this week. So I'd say let's get started to get those done. So the first thing that we're actually going to do is we're going to go ahead and prep for the Little Sniffs advancement by planting this, well not planting, but placing this egg here so that a sniffer will hatch while we're doing the other thing on our area. I say on our area, in our area. I can't speak English today. And the other thing I need to do today to get the other advancement is I need to breed 2 frogs together so that we can get some more tadpoles. And while we're waiting for these tadpoles to hatch, I can actually just go ahead and grab one of these on a lead so that we get one of them marked off already. I believe this is a temperate frog. I'm not too sure. I know there's like a hot climate and I know there's a cold climate. I'm going to, like, this is the middle ground one, I believe. So now we just wait for either the egg to hatch over there or these eggs to hatch here. And alright, now that these hatch, we take 2 of them and we go back to our sniffer pen. Alright, and now that we have the little sniffer, we can go ahead and feed it a torchflower seed. Get little sniffs. And now this child can live with his parents for a bit. Because now we gotta go ahead and find a cold biome and a warm biome to get the other 2 frog types that I have not put on a lead yet. So I will meet you guys over there shortly. Alright, here's the savanna for a warm biome. So all I need to do is go ahead and plant one here. I keep saying plant, I just need to place them. And now we wait. And alright, now that this one has grown up, we can go ahead and put it on a lead for a second, and then take it off the lead, and now it is on our list, and it will get to live its life around here. Alright, buddy, I wish you good luck. And now we gotta go find the cold biome, which I believe I can find over here, and if I can't, we'll head to the end, because apparently the end works for this too. Oh, hey. I didn't think we'd find this one. Give me a second. Let's tear this down. Actually, I can do that while we're waiting for the frog to hatch, because I saw an area over here that I think will work. And all I'm going to do for this, actually, is I'm going to go ahead and place some dirt around here, just so it can't get out. And I'll place it. And I'll place it right here. Now let's go break the obsidian portal really quick. Alright, now that we have this last frog, we just put it on a lead and gives us the when the squad hops into town advancement. And now you and I can be free, little buddy. Now we head back. And alright, now with those 2 advancements out of the way, we can actually go ahead and work towards getting some more stuff back that I wasn't able to get back last week. And by that, I mean the fact that I'm going to go ahead into the end, and I'm going to see if I can get 2 elytras from the end cities. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get as lucky as I did with this elytra and get them right off the bat, but it wouldn't hurt to try it, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll head over to the end right now. And now that we're at the end, I'm going to take the same end gateway that we found the last elytra at, just because this one seems to be a decent bit lucky. And thankfully I can actually fly through here this time instead of bridging, because that is a lot more dangerous in my opinion. I just have to keep an eye on my durability, which seems to be going down very quickly. So unlike last time we went to go get elytras, I'm not going to be going through the entirety of the end city just to go and grab everything. I'm just going to try and find ones with ships, like that one over there, and I will take the elytra and we'll go away. Simple as that. I also want to try and get the dragon heads if we can, but can't, that's fine. Nice. Alright. Yeah, this one's too small to have anything anyway, so, well, time to look for the next one. It'd actually be kind of funny if we immediately find two with ships on it, but I kind of doubt that. Well. Huh. Have I looted this one already? No, I have not. Grab the dragon head. Be able to grab the dragon head. Alright, cool. We're done here. Game really did take pity on me for dying to the warden. And alright, after that 10-minute adventure, this is what we ended up with. Immediately got two elytras back to back, basically. And then we have a bunch of diamond helmets, and a diamond chest piece, a diamond shovel, got some of the dragon heads, as well as one of the smithing templates that we already had, but so I just have more, and then a bunch of random junk after that. And yeah, I'm not joking, that was literally 10 minutes of actually going through end cities, so that didn't take long at all. But yeah, honestly, that was something I was not expecting to get taken off this list as quick as it did, but I'm all the more happy for it because that means we actually get to spend more time this week on other things. And while it does say that the next thing is Wither Skeleton Farm, I'm actually thinking that next time we might go ahead and work on our pumpkin and melon farm. It'd be a short, quick thing to do, hopefully, and it will help us in the end when it comes to emeralds. So yeah, I think next we'll go ahead and get this pumpkin and melon farm set up. And as you've seen before, here are the ingredients for the melon and pumpkin farm. We got, you know, a lot of the redstone mechanic. We got a minecart hopper to go ahead and collect the items, and then a bunch of seeds to actually plant. Which I just realized I don't actually have pumpkin seeds in here. It's all just melon seeds, which I think I'm gonna go ahead and take out 20 of these and swap them with 20 pumpkin seeds just so we have a good combination of both. And by the way, just like usual, this farm is only temporary because like it's a really small farm, but it will be nice to just have a good constant flow of melons and pumpkins instead of that little dinky farm we have like all the way over in that direction. And also I will be building this farm somewhere over in this plot because crops do not grow unless they are loaded. So I will go ahead and figure out a spot to build this farm, and then I will go ahead and start building it. So let's get started then, shall we? I don't have a hoe. Hmm. There we go. There's our tiny melon and pumpkin farm that will be working whenever we're in these chunks. And as you can tell, it has already been working. We already have 23 pumpkins and a decent amount of melon slices. We've got 10 regular melons here, though, because I ended up having to break some of them with my axe. And of course, I get the actual full block instead of just the melon slices. But that's alright. This will be producing enough as is anyway. And I think that means I'll go ahead and probably take out this farm that I've been using either since week 1 or 2. I don't really know anymore. And that means I can check the pumpkin and melon farm off of our list, meaning the next thing for us to do is the wither skeleton farm. Kind of. Now, when it comes to the wither skeleton farm, I'm not actually talking about building the farm this week. It's more a preparation for being able to build it in another week, which is something I wanted to do 2 weeks ago, but of course, we all know what happened with that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and fly over to the nether fortress that I'm thinking that we'll be building this farm at, and I'll talk a little bit more about it there. And talk about it we shall. This is the nether fortress that I was thinking that we would actually make our wither skeleton farm at, because in all fairness, we have a decent area right here where the farm can be placed, because we need to spawn proof 128 blocks in every direction from the center point, which if we were not over a lava lake, that would be a lot. I mean, we are still not necessarily completely over a lava lake. Like, as you see here, there is some ground that I actually apparently missed, but I mean, it's not too big, and then the rest of it's mainly the fortress, plus, you know, you got some terrain over there and some terrain over here, but it's better than the original fortress that we ended up finding when we first were looking for another fortress. I'm gonna stand in here to keep talking about this, because I don't want to die. However, the issue currently with this is the fact that I need a bunch of slabs to actually go ahead and obviously slab over the entire place to spawn proof it. And my thought was, you know, we'll go ahead and make a cobblestone farm for that, you know, just go ahead, make one of those, AFK at it for a bit, we'll have enough cobblestone just to slab over everything we need. Issue with that, though, is that I realized that the cobblestone farm requires TNT duping, and I haven't really talked about this. I used to do TNT duping, I used to do sand duping back in my hardcore worlds, because they were required for the farms. I was just like, you know what, it's fine, I'll just go ahead and I'll use them, it doesn't matter. But with this series, I'm trying to do things without really the use of exploits, and that counts as an exploit. So I can't necessarily use a cobblestone farm unless I go ahead and make it so that the cobblestone farm only requires us to use TNT, doesn't require us to dupe it. But that's kind of hard to do when I'm not the one who designed the farm. So instead, you may have seen between this episode as well as the start of the episode where I lost all my stuff, that I went ahead and farmed at our gold farm, and that was because I'm going to be using that to make a beacon, and we're going to not only be working on making a wither skeleton farm in the future, but we're also going to be working on a new build project. I guess technically like the first major one, because like we went ahead and made jelly off in Nowheresville, which I do plan on making more of an area for jelly because I don't want to just leave her out there. But I also want to go ahead and make a new build site, and I also want to go ahead and start planning for other builds in the future, because I feel like we've gotten to the point where I have a decent amount of farms, I've made a decent amount of progress towards advancements. I'm still going to be working on those on the background side of things, but I also want to go ahead and start working on some build projects and start giving our world life. So that is kind of what I'm planning with that. And oh, hello, buddy. That was just rude. Okay, with that out of the way, though. But yeah, I want to go ahead and give our world a little bit of life when it comes to how things look. So I want to start building things in this world, because that's something I've been slacking on recently. But that'll have to wait for next week, because I need to go ahead and start gathering resources for those builds. and even clearing out areas, because in an amplified world it is very hard to find an area to build in because there's so many mountainous areas, and the areas are not necessarily flat enough to just be like, oh, I want to build here, which is kind of the issue that I decided to make the amplified world, because I wanted those mountains, and then I realized how much they would stab me in the back. So yeah, long story short, the plan for the Wither Skeleton farm is going to have to wait, but it is not going to wait for that long. We'll be working on it next week. I just wanted to let you guys know that, but before I head out of here, I actually want to go ahead and loot this nether fortress just so that I know that we've gone through it completely, and then I will head back to base and we'll talk a little bit more about what's going to go on. If you couldn't tell, though, that this is going to be the end of this week, which I do apologize. I know we didn't get much done, but we did end up going ahead and getting both of our elytras back that we were missing, so we're now back up to 3. We ended up getting 2 other advancements that I had been missing that were actually quite easy to get. They just took some time. And also, we went ahead and made the pumpkin melon farm as well. So I would still say we got a decent bit done. But yeah, nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this week, and thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys look forward to the next week, because I am hoping to get a bunch of stuff done during that, but we shall see. But yeah, you guys have a great week. Take care, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next one. Alright. Bye-bye.